Hey Mackenzie, I just wanted to make a video really quick. Once again, touch on forgiveness. Um, I just want to say that when somebody hurts you, the best way to look at it, at least from my perspective, is just to understand. And this might seem a little fake or like fictitious or whatever, and but it's really not. And it sounds like I'm really making excuses for people, but I'm truly not. I mean, yeah, there are people out there who deliberately go around and try to hurt people. So what I'm about to say might come across as like you're just supposed to be accepting of bad behavior. That's not what I'm saying. You know, always have a line drawn and never take junk from anyone. But don't do it with pride. Do it with self-respect. Um, what I'm trying to say is like most people out here that hurt people. They're really operating off of being damaged. Kind of like when I hurt somebody, I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't hurt people, but when I do, it's never with the intent to hurt. Most of the time, I do it just because a part of me is damaged, and I'm sure it's the same for you and the same for everyone, you know. But our actions should be held account. We should be held accountable for our actions. My point is that again, majority. I would say that majority of people, you know, I'm not, what I mean is like people, people majority of the time is probably the best way to put it. Um, you know, I think this world has a lot of like decent people, but they're just like we're so wounded, and we just need to like I don't know, just really accept people, not accept their behavior, but just accept the person. And instead of focusing in on the offense without dismissing the offense, look at the need of the person. I think I've said this to you in one of my videos. I know I dropped a video on YouTube talking to like just a generalized video on something like this, you know. But everybody basically, I believe everybody tries the best they can in most of their situations. But the thing is I know this sounds like I'm really passing, like giving people a pass. Like I said, there are people out there that know what they're doing. It's premeditated, and they go ahead and do it anyways. So it's not like we're just dummies and we walk around like puppets and we just do things and we shouldn't be held accountable for them. I'm saying is like more or less like spontaneous things, even things that are premeditated. Just understand that that's coming from a place within a person, and if that person was gutted of all that pain and all that, whatever's wrong with them, whether it be they're a liar or a manipulator or they hurt you in other ways, I don't know. There's all different kinds of ways to hurt people. If that person that did that to you was gutted of everything, then that person would be a beautiful person. You know, um, we just need to, it's everybody, myself included. We just need to, not be so accepting of people's behavior at all, but just be more in tune to the fact that, I think when people hurt us, we tend to focus on the offense, and that offense, you know, we identify the offense with the person. Like, oh, there's such a bad person. No, what they did was bad, and they have that they have that sinful nature within them, but the person's actually a beautiful person. It's just they're damaged and they need help. And I think what we do is we tend to identify the offense with the person way too often. you know in some cases you can get away with that, but I don't think there's very many people on this planet that you could really do that from. Some people are just messed up people, and they do messed up things because that's just, I don't know, I guess that's who they are, maybe. Really. But most of us, I like, in my opinion, we just really do the best we can, given our whatever we're going through. And sometimes we say things that we don't mean or act in ways that we don't act. And we should be held accountable for those things. Words hurt. Sticks and stones, that's a lie from the pits of hell. Words hurt more than anything else in this world. If someone walks up to you and someone that you truly love, think of someone that you truly love. if that person were to walk up to you and just cut you up with their words, just put you down, make you feel this big, you know, that will last. Words can stick to somebody forever. Whereas if somebody just were to walk up to you hypothetically, when you're in a fight with one of your friends or something, they smacked you across the face, you might have a little welt on your face or something, but 2 days later you're walking around brand new. Really. I mean, sure, I'm not saying physical abuse physical abuse can really internalize and it could become more than just physical abuse. But I think you know what I'm saying. Words, there's such thing in this world as verbal abuse. Never let anybody verbally abuse you, because you might not realize it right away, but as time goes on, those words will stick to you and they'll create a lot of damage, which in turn can create strongholds and unforgiveness and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, never let anybody tell you that words are not impactful. Words, you can really do a lot of damage over somebody with words. You really can. Like, before you speak, watch what you say. Words are very powerful. They're a lot more powerful than people give them credit for. But what I'm trying to say, as far as forgiveness goes, just when somebody does you wrong, just understand that, don't be nobody. I'm definitely not saying, be a piece of soft bubble gum or whatever. Nobody's saying be a softie about it, but at the same time, don't be hard either. Like, it's so easy to look out here in the world, and there's so many people ready and willing to just do whatever they can to say and do, just to bring you down to your, just to bring you down to your knees, because they feel, but that's because they're damaged people, and I know that I don't know your life. I don't know how many people, really are nice to you or not nice to you. I don't know. But I mean, you're 16 and a half years old. I mean, you're not a little baby anymore. I mean, I'm sure somewhere along the way in your life, maybe somebody's significance to you, really did some damage to you. And that person might not even know. But you just have to understand that within our circumstances, although we should be held accountable for our words and our actions, we need to really understand that a lot of us just work off the pain that's within us. And when, again, at the risk of sounding repetitive, I just don't want to see, and I'm working on this too myself, but I mean, I just don't want to see anyone, you or anyone, really, identify the person with what they do versus who they are. Because, people think that, there's no such thing. Well, there are such thing as messed up people in this world, but, I mean, there's also such thing in this world as God. I mean, I'm not trying to spin every conversation I have with you on God. I'm just trying to let you know that, there's, if that person had God in them and they were gutted of, everything, they would be brand new, and that person wouldn't be, I mean, sure, the stuff they did in the past would definitely have an impact on somebody that they hurt, but I mean, really, I mean, people could be brand new, and it's not overnight, but people could be brand new, so that person that hurt you or said something about you, hurt you, whatever, that person, it just, I mean, this is kind of a, because somebody might say, well, yeah, that's all good, I get what you're saying, but that person isn't brand new, dude. I mean, they're still the same person. They're going to wake up tomorrow, they're going to be the same person. So what are you saying? I mean, they still hurt me, they're not sorry for it, they're the same person. Well, 90-something% of the people in this world that hurt you, you're never going to get an apology from. And most of those people, sadly, will never change, if not all of them, but you don't have to hold on to that. Never let anybody, make you feel bad about yourself. Just give it to God and let God be God, and just, let go of the pain. I mean, it's tough, but just do it. And just understand that, God loves them like he loves you and like he loves me. God knows them on a first name basis. He knows you on a first name basis, and he knows me on a first name basis. He knows everyone, when he died on the cross, he did it for them too. He did it for you and he did it for me. So, I mean, that's all I really have to say. I don't want to, spin this into a conversation that, I just wanted to say that, just like, really, we all need to learn to forgive people. So I just wanted to say that. Have a nice afternoon. I love you. Bye.